Another question which has come up is, which being also at a sports institute, it's of some interest to know how much does it matter for all the cognitive abilities if children have exercise during the day when they have the breaks, and maybe especially when they're doing sports during the school. And quite a lot of studies have been looking into this. And I think it's fair to say that a main problem with all of these studies is that very few of them have been very well controlled. There are usually quite a lot of parameters to take into account. Very few of the studies are really comparable because they have used different age groups, they have been using different interventions, they have been looking at different cognitive parameters, etc., etc. So it's really difficult to get a full picture of what is actually the effect. So I think all of this has to be taken with a lot of precaution, and I really have to say that we have no real good evidence that exercise can make you smarter in human subjects. I think this is the closest that we probably get right now. So this is from a review paper which was published by the end of 2008 in Nature Neuroscience Reviews. And what the authors did was to try and compile all of the work which had been done on this topic, and basically putting it all the different studies into a couple of graphs here. So what you see here is the calculated aerobic capacity. So that's simply how good the shape of the children is. And here you have the mathematics achievement, or you have the reading achievement here. And what you see is that there is actually a positive correlation calculated over all of these studies which have been done. But if you notice, the correlation coefficient is quite low. I mean, it's 0.2 or 0.16. Usually, this is not something that we would even start regarding as being close to a significant correlation. So that there is a positive trend, but how much emphasis should we put on this? We don't really know at the present time. And there is really a great lack of well-controlled studies in human subjects that could really demonstrate this. I hope that I could be proven wrong within the next few days. But unfortunately, I think this is the status right now. We know huge amounts of what is going on in animal experiments, and we know a lot about the mechanisms. But when we come to humans, the evidence, the good evidence, is simply not there right now. There is also evidence, and I think this will also be brought up during the next couple of days, that exercise has an effect on depression. And again, this is from a review paper in which the authors tried to gather all the information which was available. Again, the conclusion is that there's not enough evidence right now, that most of the studies are somewhat lacking in the design, and that we really need to have better controlled studies in the future in order to really say something. But they have managed to get some of these studies and to put them into a graph like this, simply showing the effect of these, the effect size in these different studies on depression in human subjects. And as you see, the mean comes out somewhat better than 0, meaning no effect. This is comparing it to no treatment at all. There are a few studies in which exercise has been compared to normal treatment. And again, you can see it's a little bit on the good side, meaning that exercise might even be considered a real alternative to other types of antidepressant treatment. But again, the conclusion from this study is really lack of good quality research. So that's where people need to do some effort in the future.